Alrighty. Hello, Rocky. Nubs isn't here, little slacker. Hey, Apollo! What? Well, you know, actually, nothing. I mean, something, or maybe not. Out with it! The suspense is giving me an ulcer. Well, you know, the trial today, I was thinking, if you gave it a score, what score would you give it? Score? Gee. I guess I would, or maybe, well... Oh, I'm just as bad as you. See? It's so vague. Clearly. I actually avoided a guilty verdict, which is something. Though I can't say I'm any less confused about the case. I was in Interpol about that number. I'm sure you find our answer intriguing. Yeah, but the agent registered under this number was Romain Lataus. And the victim, Mr. Lataus, who would have guessed that he was actually an undercover Interpol agent? Oh, what a mess. We don't have any idea what he was investigating. Well, true, but we know who shot him now. Lemiora told the whole court. Wait, that voice just now. It was him. I'm sure of it. That voice I heard. Talk to Mr. Lataus. When I heard the gunshots fired, it was him. It was Mr. Duran. It's another mystery, Apollo. I love mysteries. I don't. Speaking of mysteries, what's Mr. Wright up to? I wouldn't mind asking his opinion. And now that you mention it, I haven't seen Daddy around. What, is he some kind of stray that just wanders in and out at will? I want to say that, but he has been going out a lot. Some top secret mission, he said. Top secret? Well, anyway, you can't just rely on him to save the day. And you got me to help you. We'll be fine. Fine. Right. Well, time's a wasting, as they say. Let's investigate. That's the spirit. Oh, I don't think there's going to be anything, but... Let's see what we got.
Have you talked about the plant yet?
Oh, no, not yet. I'll do that in a minute. Lamio dropped a bomb in the court today. It was Drayan. Lamio said she's never forgotten a voice, right? That's so cool. I guess. What's that called again? Elephant ears? I bet that's what they're called. Somehow I don't think that means what you... Somehow I don't think that's what you think it means. And she has to be wrong this time. Wrong? Why? I mean, look. Those gunshots were right during the concert. Well, that's right. I was burning up the dance floor at that time. Right. Did you happen to look up on the stage? Maybe at Darian, even? You bet I did. He was one of the Gavinese guitarists after all. He's so cool. Oh. Right. All the Gavinese have a rock-solid alibi. You couldn't have shot Mr. Lataus backstage. But Lemior heard him, didn't she?
No. No, they don't.
She heard Darian backstage, right? Somebody's either wrong or lying very badly here. My voice was cracking all over the flipping place. An Interpol agent? I was wondering, what is Interpol anyway? Huh? Interpol? Oh, they're the guys who catch international criminals. Why can't they just call them international police instead? Or make up some silly... Or instead of making up some silly name. Yeah. Anyway. You think he was investigating Lemior? What? Why would anyone do that? She's not a criminal. She couldn't be. Well, don't be fooled by appearances is all I'm saying. But remember, I'm a magician. Apollo, I can spot a palmed coin at 50 paces. If only if it were that easy. In any case, we know he was working on something. I wonder if it was something that has something to do with something. That something being our case. The last something, I mean. Something like that. Frankly, the whole thing is making my head hurt. What was Mr. Litthouse up to? Ah! 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 Trucy, was that another one of your tricks? It wasn't me. I can't even make Mr. Hat laugh like that. Oh, hi again.
Oh, that weirdo.
Wherever the mundane gives away of miracles. A word is a whispered. Gramier? Is that how you say it?
Gammery.
Gammery.
Grammary, yeah.
Grammary, alright. Hey, the other day... Yeah, we kept bumping into you and you
That
ran
was
off.
Grammari, one of the two.
Who's there? No, I'll just call him Grammary. We didn't just imagine that, did we? He was wearing a silk hat. Friend of yours? Hardly. We meet again. Nice to meet you. Who are you? And could you please stop smirking like that? It's you! Uncle Valiant! Uncle Valiant? He's your
Valiant.
uncle? Oh, Valiant. He's your uncle? No, silly. It's the great Gramier. Valiant Gramier. The Grand Magician. Yes, it is I, the great Valiant Gramier, as seen on television. And could you please stop smirking like that? It's been a while, Miss Trucy. 7 years to be exact. Why, how you've grown. Good to see you again, Uncle Valiant. Look, you look exactly the same. I hate to intrude, but what is the great magician doing paying us a visit? I believe it was you who wished to see me. So, be quick with your questions. And do not quail, quake, or quiver. I am quite tame. Though my stardom may sear the sight. I'm quite down to earth when need calls. He does have a certain aura to him. That is true. Let's ask him about the case, Apollo. His aura sure isn't lost on making our magician in the making. She's practically drooling with enthusiasm. After all, Uncle Valiant's one of Daddy's best friends. That's why I call him Uncle. What? Daddy? You mean Mr. Right? No, I mean my real daddy. Trucy's real father? I was gonna examine the plant. Wait, Apollo? Don't tell me you don't know about the tropy grammary. Oh my. The troop.
Is it just a troop?
Troop, alright. Troop grammary? Troop grammary? Huh? No. But it does sound kind of familiar. Oh, lost life. Lamentably. Oh my god.
Lamentably.
Lamentably. Oh god, I can't say it. Listless lad. To not know of the greatest troop of magicians on the planet. Valiant Grammary. That name began to surface in my mind. It's a name I'd heard on television as a child. You bet you heard the name. He made a cruise ship disappear and blew up an amusement park. Oh, and he made all this gold disappear from a safe. And then escaped from a high security prison.
You
said he was a magician.
Typically not what you should be admitting
I opened
to
the
out
locks to
loud.
hearts chained by mediocrity. This is a true miracle of troop grammary. Wait. What, Apollo? I do remember seeing you on television a long time ago. Weren't you with someone else? Like, a duo? A duo? Yeah, you had a partner. Something grammary. Yes, Zach Grammary. Masterful maker of magic, a capable crafter of shining showmanship. Oh, there's Nubs! Late as always. Shows up on time when it comes to frickin' Legend of Zelda. Sometimes.
That's debatable.
Why is everyone so quiet? Daddy. Oh, no way. Once upon a time, Troop Grammary included 2 Grand Magicians. Myself, Valiant Grammary, and my partner, Zach Grammary. And this Zach was... He was my real daddy. Trucy's father, a magician. I guess it makes sense. I had no idea. There wasn't much point in talking about it. Not now that he's gone. Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's okay. I'm not lonely. I got my daddy after all. And you make me laugh, Apollo. I'm glad that I'm good for comic relief at least. Not that I see daddy around much these days. I've been remiss in remembering my reasons for my visit. Reasons? 2, in fact. The first being, of course, to see you, Miss Trucy. Oh, you don't know how happy I am to see you again, Uncle Valent. I'm sure you are. Not one for modesty, are you? When I encountered you at this Colosseum the first time in 7 years, I could feign not contain my emotions. I wept oceans. Until I learn you now defend that poor pianist, that blinded boy. It was a hot topic for talk amongst the staff, you know. And defend him you did. Well, it wasn't all my doing. I'm his defense attorney, actually. My reason for coming here today was this. That's a videotape? Yeah. Yeah, 2025.
2024. Still using VHS
We're
tapes.
still using VHS tapes. Quite so. A recording of the concert, no less. I bought it for you, Trucy, on behalf of Trope Grammary. Will you watch it? Oh no. Oh no, now I remember why I don't like this. Because we'll be seeing this a lot.
Yeah, the next
Like-
part of
As
the
if
trial.
the other
lot.
one wasn't annoying.
And we can't skip it either in case you're on board with it. So you gotta watch it. Because they put all their effort and budget into this 3D animation.
Yeah, it's not exactly their best moment. Like, I enjoy the case as a whole, but at the same time, they made it just really dull.
They could have made it so much different.
It reminds me, keep going for that fucking videotape on the 5th case. Like, fucking shut up with that damn music.
I will say though, if you actually saw that kind of magic trick just happen on the stage like that, it would actually be rather impressive in real life.
Wow,
My question is, how the fuck did they get the security footage?
And by the way,
Isn't that kind of illegal?
that VHS tape was very good in 1080p. I must say, god damn, futuristic.
Yeah.
Wow, it's almost good as it was live. So, what's the word? Mysterious? There are more mysterious things than her song going on. Way more mysterious. This Valent Grammary has good reasons to be here today. I wonder what his reasons were to be at that concert. Well,
Let's have a discussion about the plot.
well, fuck the plot a moment. So I was wondering, that stunt in the middle of the song there. I didn't see a stunt. What about Lemmy all vanishing and then reappearing? Oh, that? I guess I'm so used to seeing that happen I didn't even notice. So young to be jaded. A simple sleight of hand, a petite
Prestidigitation.
Oh my god, that is such a mouthful. A modicum of magic from me to you.
Do you want me to do Valiant? So
yeah, you can do
don't
it.
have to worry about the
You
big
talk
fancy words.
okay?
Yeah, he
I
talks
know.
fancy and you talk fancy, so yeah. So that's why you were at the concert?
Yes. We switch over to me having him, and then the first thing that comes out is the most simplest sentence. Oh, you gotta love it. I was there to watch my trick take to the air.
So you're the one who knows how it was all done?
Of course. I am like a daisy, with the stage as my domain. I suffer no mystery upon those bloodlit boards with not grasped tightly, twixt my fingers.
You made him sound like a goddamn vampire.
It's Dracula.
It is a potent, primeval power I possess.
That's when he first appeared. Ah. Well, do you think you could tell me how it was done? Hey now, Trucy? That's like totally against the rules, Apollo. Not during a murder investigation, it's not.
Miss Norn, for my illusion, mine alone, monsieur.
Oh, he's French.
Also,
No, he's Pennsylvania now.
Also
Get that
what?
right.
recall that the terrible occurrence happened later. Well, after my illusion entranced the audience.
Oh,
Don't even ask. I won't answer.
too bad for you, Apollo. Oh, whose side are you on?
I, Valen Gramarye, now make my leave, Miss Trucy.
There's no need to rush, Uncle Valen. You should stay a while.
I'm afraid I cannot. I may not. I shall not.
Jesus.
I have been asked to assist with an analysis, and so I will slink back to the scene.
So, you'll be at the concert venue today?
Correct? If you would call on me, come to the Colosseum.
Olympus Coliseum?
See you later, crocodile.
With a whirl of his cloak and a wink of his eye, he turned and walked out through the door. Normally.
See you later,
For once.
crocodile. Jesus.
Well,
see you
there you
later,
go,
alligator,
Apollo.
you bloody...
Let's get
Yeah.
cracking. Right. Valen Gramarye. I've got a few more things to ask him. Foremost among them, a bit of magic that made Lemuel disappear. Now how he knows Trucy and her real father. Right, now let's talk about the plant. Mr. Charlie, the potted plant. Huh? His leaves are looking a little brown. Good morning, Mr. Charlie. Ah, Mr. Charlie, your leaves. Maybe you weren't giving him enough water? No, it must be stress. He's right about the new recruit at the office. Hey, don't blame it on me. You're the one watering him, right? It was Daddy's turn to water him this week. Ah, Mr. Ray's been away on his top secret mission, no? I mean, Mr. Ray's been away on his top secret mission, no?
Apollo
I'm sorry,
suddenly
Mr.
got a
Charlie.
high-pitched voice.
This is all my fault. I'll water you soon, promise. We're gonna talk to Machi here. Machi may not be guilty, but he's still a suspect. But they don't have any decisive evidence. Yeah, but only someone has.
What about the fucking translator?
Yeah, but as. Oh, I don't know where she is. Yeah, but only someone as small as him could have gotten out of that room. Right, the air vent. And he lied. Lied? Machitobe. Machitobe can see. Ah, Machi! Speak of the devil. It looks like he's doing okay. I forget. Why did we come here? It's not like we can talk to him or anything. Words are overrated. Feelings are what matter to Apollo. It's kind of hard to build a court case on feelings. But since we are here, anyway, might as well get what I want to say off my chest. If you need someone to complain to, I'll listen. I think she's actually worried for me. What can I say to him? He doesn't speak English. So what did you think of the trial today? Oh, I'm glad he doesn't understand English after all. If he did, he would have been scared out of his mind by that trial. Hey, all's well that ends well. You have to be more goal-oriented. If he's innocent, we win. No, if he's found not guilty, we win. Machi might not understand English, but I bet he's good. I bet he gets that better than you do. Huh? Wait, what?
A bracelet twitched.
No, but did you actually go? I'm glad Lemire testified. What a great person. She even got Machi off the hook by naming another suspect. Ariane of the Gaviniers, the detective. Wonder if Machi knows what happened. I mean, if he could follow how the trial went at all. If no one told him there's a new suspect, how would he know? Hey, what is it, Apollo? No, it's nothing. Must be imagining it. Imagining what, Apollo? It's just, I couldn't help but feel that, I don't know. Machi, he doesn't understand what we're saying, right? How could he? He's a young Borginian. He doesn't speak English. Yeah, but my bracelet is reacting to him. Huh? Maybe it's malfunctioning? Or it's scared because you keep making those I'm so mad faces? Was I that bad? I actually lied about not being able to see. But what if it's that? What if it's not that? There. What if that's not all he lied about? If you're curious about it, there's only one thing to do. You should ask him. I think I'd take something big to get him some kind of undeniable evidence. We'll be back, Machi. Was there a point, really? Oh, bugger it. Sorry, Machi. You can see, right? Machi can see and Lemire can't. The whole world's gone topsy-turvy. Sorry, Apollo. I don't think we're going to get any information out of Machi. Which makes sense. Yeah, I guess it does. Wow, very quiet, this kid.
Well, you know, if you're just if you were listening to someone talk to you in, Chinese and you're in custody, yeah, they wouldn't really, you wouldn't be able to understand what's being said or really interact with them.
Oh, what a great day. It's perfect weather for sleuthing. Did I say that right? Sleuthing.
Yeah?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Taking guesses and I'm getting them right sometimes. The weather matters for an investigation. I do love that we have lots of people in the background, but we hear nothing but the little birds.
Yep.
They're all mannequins. Don't some days just feel like magic days or defense days? Sure. Let's get started, shall we? All right, on. Show us your stuff, Apollo. What stuff? Your voice training. This is a perfect place for it. I did enough at home, thanks. Oh, there's no need to be shy. Keep that up and you'll never make it on the big stage. I'm happy in the courtroom, thank you. I'm a lawyer. Then you're in luck, because it's lawyer weather today. Don't just Don't you just want to face the blue sky and shout objection? Look, the weather has nothing to do with lawyers. Let's just get going already. Ah, Mr. Attorney. Wow, Nubby actually did leave us. What a meanie. Lamio, I'm sorry about today. There's nothing you need to apologize for. You were merely defending Machi. Are you okay? Alone, I mean? Humans are blessed with 5 senses. Even robbed of one, we get by. Though it does make being a witness rather difficult. Speaking of seeing, you knew who we were before we spotted you just now. And we weren't even talking. I heard your footsteps several times the day before. Oh, you must have great ears. Ears that heard the crime taking place. Also, she claimed yesterday. But how? That was quite a statement you made today in court. About hearing Darian Crescen's voice at the scene of the crime. I did not know his name. But I never forget a voice.
Well, yeah, that's all she
Yes.
has to rely on.
Yes, we know. As I said in court, I was on my way backstage from the stage. That was when I heard his voice. I'm guessing Darian and Mr. Lataus were talking about something. Well, the next moment I heard those gunshots. Why didn't you call security? And to be honest, though the noise was quite frightening, I never imagined the gunshots might be real. And I was in quite a hurry myself. I left the scene at once. So, it really was Darian's voice that she heard. Yeah. At least she certainly thinks it was. I met Machi before my debut as Lamio. I was singing in a restaurant in Virginia. And he was playing the piano? Yes. He was very kind to me when he learned I could not see. Is that when you started playing opposites? With Machi pretending he couldn't see? Ah, no, it wasn't then. That began after our major debut. After I became known as a landscape painter in sound. It must have been tough for Machi, pretending he couldn't see, and all the while acting as your eyes. We held hands always. He would write with his finger on my palm to signal to me things I should know. He is smart. He is a smart, gentle boy. I think I see what she's getting at. Machi would never harm a soul. About Mr. Lataus. Oh yes, he was an Interpol agent out here. So you had no idea? Of course not, no one did. I guess that's what it means to be undercover. But someone was after him. They had to know who he really was. Why did he pose as my manager? I do not understand. You have no idea? I can only assume that he was investigating me. But why? What makes you think that? Perhaps it is not so, but I cannot deny the possibility. Because of my condition. As my present is veiled in darkness, so too is my past clouded from memory. Clouded? Right. The darkness that I fear is not the darkness that I see whenever I open my eyes. The real darkness lies in my heart. Oh, we're going into Kingdom Hearts territory now. In your heart? I have no memory of the time before I became Lamio. I awoke from darkness, into darkness you might say. I was singing in a restaurant those days. What was it that she said about not being able to remember the light? I do not know my past. Perhaps I committed some terrible crime in my past. Everything before becoming Lamio is lost to me. But I don't think you... I can think of no other explanation. Why else would an agent of Interpol approach me? Do you think your past might be related to this case? No way. That seems really unlikely to me. I mean, you're such a sweet person, Lamior. Thank you. Muchie too. Tells me this often when... it tells me this often when I feel who I might have been. We took a look at your performance again. It was even better the second time. Thank you. That reminds me. That was an incredible illusion you pulled off. Illusion? When you teleported from one stage to the other, remember? Ah, yes. Apparently they hired a professional magician. Valiant Gramarye. I was wondering, do you think you could tell us about how it was done? I'm afraid I cannot. Mr. Gramarye made me swear to never tell a soul. I was afraid of that. Hard to be a magician if you can't keep a secret, you know. I'm reminded that I wish to speak to you about something. Yes? When I was walking this hallway before, I stumbled upon a small device of some kind. It was laying on the floor. Well, the one right there? Device?
Yeah.
Maybe you mean this? That's been lying there since the day before yesterday. Might I touch it? I thought as much. What? What do you think? What did you think? This is one of our headsets. Everyone on staff wears one during a concert. I wonder who this is. We use it for communication. It would be quite inconvenient should it go missing. We'll hold on to it for you then. Give it to the prosecutor Gavin when we see him. Yes, that's best. Thank you. So can I put it on? God. Attached? I'm not some kind of robot, Apollo. Everyone on staff was wearing one of those headsets. This might warrant some further inquiry. Can I ask you about this headset, Lamior? You said that all concert staff were wearing one? That's correct. You need them to communicate across a large stage. Everyone on staff had one, of course. And all of the band members too, I should think. So Prosecutor Gavin and his lackeys had them on too, then. They're quite helpful though limited. They only work within 30 feet or so. After all, they're only for use on stage. And a stronger signal would interfere with the sound system. That makes sense. You think someone would notice if they dropped their only communication lifeline? So why was this one lying here?
Yes.
That song. Isn't that the one Lamior was singing? Yeah, you're right. The guitar's Serenade. Wow. I'd love to do a show on stage like this. I'd come to see that. The house is full, and as one, the audience sighs with wonderment. There I am, singing my ballad. Rose petals swirling through the air. Not bad. Wait, aren't you a magician? Oh! Well, that's right, I was a magician, wasn't I? Some dedication. Ah!
Aha! If it isn't Miss Trucy, and indeed it is.
Uncle Valen! What exactly are you doing here?
I take responsibility in the tasks undertaken. I am inspecting my equipment of illusions to make sure naught is amiss.
The Lamior teleportation illusion. Oh!
Should anything go wrong, it would reflect poorly upon me and my troop. as I went about exacting an examination, I happened to notice that piano. And I remembered that fair lady's melancholy melody.
Hey, Apollo, maybe Uncle Valent can shed some light on this whole thing for us. Yeah, sure, hold on. We've got to do this ladder, though. We didn't get to do this the other time. That's the ladder we used to climb up the stage tower. Not a moment I'm likely to forget mine anytime soon. Well, me neither. I've never been able to climb any tower without thinking about it, you know? I've never been able to climb a tower again, period. Alright, never mind then. I was wondering about the show that night of the murder. Lamiel's vanishing act was your illusion, right?
Indeed, that purple-nosed prosecutor petitioned my performance. At the climax of the song, he said, "Make her disappear, like a dream."
Like a dream?
Yet, what can I work on a stage meant for musical endeavors? There were none on that of the conveniences is of a stage built for sorcerous acts. It was a challenging task, and so I accepted.
It was challenging, eh? Jesus. Oh god, here we go again. She disappeared from the top of the tower. But in order to move, you would have had to use some sort of secret tunnel.
People came to me because I am a professional among my peers. My illusions are custom made for a time and place. Now, because of the murder, all the eyes of the nation are on this concert. Not a bad thing, as far as the fortunes of the troupe Gramarye are concerned.
So you were here checking up on your trick to make sure it went well?
It went well, it did. And went well, it did. Now, speaking of pianos, that piano over there troubles me.
It troubles you? Why?
Why? Why do you ask? Why?
I think it's probably quicker if I just go check it out myself, thanks. Where's Nubby gone? Nubs!
Nubby is still around. I can see his name in the chat.
Oh, that boy.
See?
It's...
Piano, 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 piano.
By the way, this is your bit.
Yes, I'm aware. I just had to look at the chat there. I know what you are thinking in that head of yours. Gramarye, yes, you say. I recall seeing him on television. Something of that sort?
Actually, yes, you're right. Wow, he just read your mind, Apollo. Well, everyone tells him that he made a good guess.
It was 20 years ago. A young magician, a genius of his time, came down among us.
Oh my god.
His name was Magnifique Gramarye. It was he who began the great troupe Gramarye. At his prime, not a day passed that he did not play upon the scenes of every TV there was.
I do have a vague memory of someone like that on TV.
Yet, several years ago, that time came to an end. My troupe pulled a vanishing act. Cries for magic were no longer heard, the TV screen a barren waste, stripped of illusion.
That's not true. I still went to all your shows. Like that one in the parking lot down at the supermarket. When you start playing in supermarket parking lots, you know you're in trouble.
We hone our skills at these small venues, always awaiting our time. Yes, one day we will rise up from obscurity onto fame's shining stage once more.
Oh, hello, Jampia. How are you?
I do this not only for the magic that is Gremory, but for my partner.
Your partner? You mean...
Yes, Zach Gremory.
Trucy's father?
Before he disappeared 7 years ago, there was no name higher than Gremory in show business circles. None. I will see us return to glory. I, Valiant Gremory. Our founder, Magnifi Gremory, was truly a genius, a worker of miracles.
Dimby making strange sounds. I'll never forget the one I saw when I was little. How he made that whole jumbo jet go... What happened to the jet again? Apparently someone doesn't remember it as well as they thought.
Of all the would-be magicians who would come to his door, only Zack and I had the talent. In no time at all, Valiant and Zack were the shining stars in the Gremory crown.
Cool, huh? And the Zack Gremory was my daddy.
Now that Magnifi and Zack are gone, I have but one wish. Let it be I, Valiant Gremory, who brings the Gremory miracle back to the big stage.
I'm rooting for you.
Miss Trucy, you cannot grow up quick enough. I need your skill by my side.
One skill coming up. How did we manage to get off the topic of the case so quickly all the time?
Well, by the time it's time to examine the piano.
Yeah, let's see what this piano is about. That's one big piano. I've never actually played one. Hey, you should get Mr. Wright to teach you sometime. No good, he can't play either. I kind of feel bad for the guy now. Maybe now's my big chance. Stand back, this could be a debut of Prodigy.
Oh dear, not again. Here we go.
Ew. Did you make that noise just now? Let me try it again. You know, I think something's stuck in the piano. Time to take a look under the hood. Huh? Look, this was stuck between the strings. It looks like some kind of switch. Someone must have thrown this into the piano. Huh. Well then. This switch sitting here, tempted me to push it. Don't, you might blow up the whole Colosseum. Apollo, please. I think that every strange switch triggers a bomb. That kind of old-fashioned crime drama thinking doesn't cut it in our busy time. Alright, Trucy, PI, please enlighten me. What do you think the switch does? Maybe it turns on the electric razor in Prosecutor Gavin's dressing room. A switch as big as a razor turn on a razor. Okay. Oh, fucking Christ.
You gotta just love her enthusiasm about everything.
I swear, the top shit like that is what me and Tim will just talk about. Oh no.
We've got the detective.
Uh-oh. There's only one person I know who can munch with such venom.
Somebody's fucking angry.
What are you doing here? Oh, hello, Emma. You're looking as grumpy as ever. Oh, am I supposed to be happy? You give me a second degree in court and Prosecutor Gavin makes me look like a fool. You're talking about the bloodstain Mr. Litthouse left? My department chief had a field day with that one. Even a blind person could see that shooter wasn't blind. Funny guy, huh? But that bloodstain helped uncover the biggest mystery of all. I mean, now we know that Mr. Litthouse was really with Interpol. We wouldn't have found out without you. I suppose. Maybe that's why the chief gave me these after he was out finished chewing me out. Said it was my reward. Are chocolate snackoos popular down at the precinct or something?
I'm guessing yes.
I was hoping we could check out the crime scene again. You're my guest. You're not going to find any clues in here. Though I did find something strange. Something strange? Oh, please tell me.
Was it something strange in the neighborhood?
I met my embarrassment quota for the year, that's for sure. Well, that's a good thing, isn't it? How? I mean, think about it. Now that you don't have to be embarrassed about anything else all year. If only it worked that way. It just bugs me to think that a little kid outsmarted me. And it makes him even more suspicious now that we know he can see. He could have seen the air. He could have seen the air duct, and could have shot the revolver. But that's not how it sounded in Lemior's testimony. You mean her saying she had Detective Darian's voice? Detective Darian's voice at the scene? That's right. Why can't we have a normal, straightforward killing once in a while in this country?
Because
pretend
that's
I
so
didn't
fun,
hear that.
apparently.
I don't know. Why don't you ask Phoenix Wright why he couldn't just have a normal career without some kind of mystic in his life, and also saving your sister from being killed by the legal justice system?
Can I just say I didn't like that case because that was so damn long. It was so damn long. It's bigger than the whole game.
Yeah, that's why it was the DS exclusive.
Yeah, and it was huge, man. Just so much. Was that true what you said in court today? You know, about the case? About how everything was happening according to those song lyrics? The guitar serenade, do you mean? I found a link, you know? First, Prosecutor Gavin's heart-shaped key was stolen. Then Lemior flew through the air. Then Prosecutor Gavin's guitar caught on fire. And in the end, a bullet took Mr. Litthouse's life. And he went up into the sky with a guitar. Well, 15 feet up at least. It's kind of hard to chalk it up to a coincidence. I know, and I found it. You think the same person did all of this? Don't ask me, I didn't do it. Neither did I. I couldn't fit through that air vent anyway. What? You think I did it? Sometimes I write about that girl. So what did you find? It's so little, I must have passed over it yesterday. I found it under the sofa. What is it? Part of some device, I think. I haven't a clue what. A bit sticking out from the end looked familiar, so I had it examined. Turns out it's an antenna. Oh, like on a Beetle? Like on a cell phone. This device must use an electronic signal of some sort.
Yes.
An electronic signal, you say?
Yes. We all know that phones of this day and age use antenna. I mean, it's a Nokia. It's got to be a Nokia brick.
I mean, look at Mr. Wright's phone. He hasn't changed his.
Do you think you could take a look at this? A small device. Looks like a transmitter. A transmitter? You press the switch here and it sends out a signal. No idea what it's for though. A signal. You mean an electronic signal? What is it, Apollo? Say, Emma, you know that strange object you said you found? Oh, this? Let me try pressing this switch. Yowie! Oh God! It's on fire! Emma's device is on fire! What's the big idea? Ah!
Well, that explains how that.
Well, now we know what this is, an igniter.
Not his smartest
My
moment
question
there.
is, why the fuck would you be holding it?
This part here must work like a lighter. It nearly lit me up, that's for sure. Hey, don't look at me like that. I didn't do it on purpose. I suppose. At least we're getting somewhere with this case. Hey, Apollo. Let's ask Emma more about this switch. Now that she has some first-hand experience. What are you trying to do? Burn me alive? Come on, it was just a few sparks. Says you. You weren't the one holding it. There's enough
Why were
sparks
you
flying around
holding
here
it?
just with you two talking. Anyway, now that we know this is a remote for an igniter, let me see that. Let me see that for a second. Well, this is definitely a little transmitter. The signal's weak. Probably only reaches 30 feet. A transmitter, huh? Incidentally, if you look at the cross-section diagram of the stage area, let's see, 30 feet from Lamior's dressing room. That covers the backstage completely. It also looks like it would cover the stage. Kinda seems unlikely anyone used this on
If it
stage.
went from the piano, shouldn't the thing have ignited?
It would ignite it.
The transmitter.
Yeah,
The transmitter.
Just where
the
it's at.
transmitter-
Where that circle was, covered that piano. You found the transmitter in the piano after Trucy fucked around and pressed one of the keys, causing it to ignite. shouldn't there be a fire?
yeah,
This is
there was on the guitar.
That's not what I meant.
You're
but
a ball.
okay.
Guess I'll be getting on with my investigation. We're off to look for more clues anyway, elsewhere then. I feel better just knowing what this thing is now. I have to look into igniters a bit more later. Well, good luck. I'd like to know a bit more about igniters myself.
I think what Timber was going on about was when you found it here,
Yeah.
because it would have triggered the igniter.
Oh,
It should have
probably,
triggered
yeah.
the igniter when Trucy was playing the piano.
What? Come to laugh at the murderer? Darianne! That old bag opens her pie hole and wham bam, my life goes down the chute. Thanks.
At least you're
They
not
were-
fucking behind glass.
They won't let me work while I'm a suspect.
Oh, duh.
Darianne isn't in the best moods, is he? Not many people are these days, it seems. It is a crime scene, not exactly the happiest place to hang out. Then Gavin had to go rub salt in the wound. My alibi's rock solid. Rock solid. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So about your alibi. You have to ask. The shooting happened right in the middle of the third set. Yeah, that's right. Music was blaring when we heard those gunshots. And found Mr. Lataus dead. I got 10,000 witnesses who saw me too. Right there on that stage. Your guitar playing was something else. Thanks, little lady. See? This whole thing's a sham. I can't believe they aren't letting me work. There's no need to yell at me. It's Lamiar's fault. She was the one who said she heard his voice at the moment of the crime. And I never even talked to that old windbag. How could she possibly identify me? They won't let you work?
Well, somebody's being a little baby.
He won't let me work. Gavin says I gotta lie low till the suspicion is cleared. What
Oh,
suspicion? You can't be such a stick in the mud. Mr. Gavin? A stick in the mud?
Nah, never would have guessed.
Showy, but he's as straight as an arrow, man. Except when he's depressed. You hear him whining the other day. Oh, you mean the thing with the mixing board?
That should have been heard, but okay.
And then there was that performance just now. What was all that about?
This part is off.
Which is that? Second guitar.
Ah!
It was you, Darian.
It would have been funny if it was his.
He's just a perfectionist
Gavin's
is all.
guitar's
Not
like,
a bad guy,
oh,
really.
Never mind. We'll ignore this.
Well, I think
This
the
never
Gavin are the
happened.
best. I have all your albums. The band's fine too. Gavin can write a good tune, I'll give him that. Come to think of it, I haven't seen Prosecutor Gavin around much. Oh, him? He's down at the prosecutor's office, most likely. The prosecutor's office? I've never been there, have I? The data on the victim should have come in from the Interpol. Normally I'll be down there dealing with it normally. Apollo, let's go check it out. I've always wanted to see the prosecutor's office.
That's a weird thing to want
Maybe
to
that's
see.
not such a bad idea. Right on. Say hi for me, okay? Oh, and screw you. And tell him I want into that crime scene. We'll be going now. Hey, wait. Yes? What do you think? What do you really think happened? Really? You don't think I did it, right? Well, great. Way to instill a guy with some confidence. Just remember, I was ripping it up on stage when it happened. Okay?
No,
Ripping.
you weren't.
Don't get led astray by some siren song. Get this one wrong and you'll be eating a humble pie for a year. I bake it myself.
I
Let's
suddenly
not talk
don't
to him
trust this
anymore,
cooking.
alright? Detective Darian Crescend. He's one stone I'd leave unturned if I had a choice. Let's see what his office looks like. Well, alright, it doesn't...
I mean, this is not surprising.
Yeah, there's his burned guitar as well.
This is some rocky prosecutor's office, I'll give it that. So,
My question
this is it.
what does not typically light on fire even with said the igniter going off? What did they do to the guitar to make it light up that quick?
Well, actually, you would have seen you saw this. We did see the sparks going off.
Yeah, you did see it flashing.
Yeah.
Squeaky marshmallow times 3. At least Rocky's spun out. Nubby's just quiet again. Now Gavin is head office. It's not the band's office. It's the prosecutor's office.
Yeah, so that's why I'm asking, what is this creepy object, whatever?
Looks like Prosecutor Gavin is on the phone. Oh well, guess we have to come back. Well, we can hide behind the bookshelf real quiet like.
That's creepy.
That's eavesdropping. Why? We'll just be waiting, quietly, so you won't notice. Or if you heard something scandalous about the band. She'd make a good reporter for a gossip mag.
What? A replica? So why was he after it in the first place? Yes, the trouse.
Phone.
Letaus. Sorry, I'm looking. Nubby hungry. Well, get friggin' food then, you idiot. I'm not keeping you.
You
Look,
trying to keep
don't
me
talk-
here?
Well, yeah, because...
Rude. Discrimination.
Bullshit, you go off with a freaking raspberry and you get food. Look, don't talk to me about those... Oh, shit.
I do need to get
Look, don't talk to me
another
about
drink.
those Borgians, okay? Just give me that report. Chop, chop. And stop leaving mysterious objects in my office, okay? It's times like this is when I start to miss Darian. Huh?
Hiya. I just thought we'd drop in. Hope you're not mad.
How could I be? There's not enough tee-hee in the world. In any case, have a seat.
Prosecutor Gavin, the whatever,
Philanthropist.
the philanthropist. Watch and learn, Apollo.
So, who have you come to see?
Huh?
Clavier, lead vocalist for the Gaviniers? Or Prosecutor Gavin, scourge of the courtroom?
What do you think he means, Apollo? I think he's given us a choice. We can either ask him about the concert or the case. Which way to go?
Ah, that reminds me. Did you see the paper today?
Yes! Always read the TV section.
Good girl. How about you, Hair Forehead?
I read the funnies.
Then you would not have seen this.
Concert of Tragedy, the prosecutor's deadly song. Oh, is that a new show? I haven't heard about that one.
It's not a show, it's an article. News, you know.
Oh, does this have anything to do with the case?
Since getting back from the trial, my phone has been ringing off the hook. How does it feel to take a man's life with a song? Have you ever hummed a man all the way to death row?
Why
think you
would
could
you? That's
sing-
insult to injury.
Do you think you could sing for me over the phone? It is endless. Endless. Thanks to the case you made today, of course.
Oh, that was all Apollo's idea.
Just
Hey!
you're welcome.
Is that a newspaper over there too?
Ah, yes. The Borginian Daily Bugle. Go ahead, take a look.
Well, yeah, they had to announce one of their people died.
Thanks, but I can't read Borginian.
Oh, that's right. Suffice to say, there's a big news over there as well. Though they didn't go as far as mention the lyrics of my song.
Oh, duh.
Probably no one in Borginia could believe it.
It's probably probably seen as just a theory at this point.
Hey, Dragon!
Their journalists didn't see the need to mention it.
That makes sense. I hardly know what to think of it myself.
Lemuel's testimony will probably be in the evening edition, I'd imagine. Which is why I've had a Darian and stepped down from the investigation for now.
Yeah, we
So
ran
hey,
into
about
him.
that, he said, "Screw you."
Yeah, we ran into him moping in front of the Colosseum.
Lemuel was my invited guest, so it is a rather delicate situation. You understand how much I want to solve this case. Quickly, if possible.
I really love that
That's a
song.
quick case then.
That's such a great atmosphere to it. You co-wrote it with Lemuel, if I remember correctly.
Well, that's right. It was last year. I had gone to tour Borginia's legal system, as a matter of fact.
And that's when you heard Lemuel's voice?
It was a small jazz club. I wept that night.
That's
I
weird.
knew I had to meet her, to talk with her. So I used my influence, which is not inconsiderable, to arrange a meeting.
A marriage.
Wow,
I would not
prosecutors
put
really have a
past
lot of
that, though.
clout.
I mean,
I
would
think
you
he's sort of
imagine he
special
wouldn't do that
case,
thing?
Trucy.
Thankfully, she liked the work I did, and we wrote a song right there, backstage. Machi on piano, the dulcet voice, and myself on a guitar that I borrowed from Namio.
A music history was made. Probably not an experience your average lawyer would ever have, like Apollo says.
It is a memory I hold dear, and that song we wrote that night was this. And that very guitar is right over there.
You mean this charred lump? Don't call it a lump. That's a piece of history. And it's only browned, not really charred.
It can't even play no more.
No matter, I shall never sing that song again. I
Well, you
wouldn't
didn't
have
sing in the
used that
first place.
guitar again either, even if I could have.
What happened during that song anyway? Why did his guitar suddenly catch on fire? You think you could show it to us? Your charred, slightly burnt guitar? I'm sure he doesn't mind. What more could happen to it? Okay, then let's examine it then. That was an impressive bit of pyrotechnics
yeah.
that did this. That's a guitar from the concert, isn't it?
He just said that, yes.
I thought it was one of the staff playing a gag on me. I never guessed that it wasn't the end of it. I had a specialist analyze the guitar, incidentally.
Oh, did you find anything out?
He didn't have a lot of time, so it's still unclear. But the results he came up with were intriguing.
Intriguing? How does that guitar tie into everything that went on? Sounds like something we should ask about.
I do. One thing I always do hate about Gavin's theme here.
What?
It's such a short bit, but it's just such a short amount, but it just keeps on repeating, and it's just annoying to hear after a time.
Yeah.
It gets way too repetitive real fast.
It was a beautiful instrument. It was played lovingly for many years. A guitar befitting a woman like Lamia.
How did it end up here?
She gave it to me.
As he said.
I mentioned how much I enjoyed playing it that night, and she made a present of it.
So this guitar's from Virginia?
That it is. We couldn't carry it on the plane. Changes in the air pressure and humidity ruin the wood. So, we vacuum packed it in Lamiel's studio. I used a special shipping service available to me for transporting evidence. They brought it right up to my office for me. So, wait, hang on. Is he saying he misused his privilege as a prosecutor?
Probably.
Would it be the first time?
Who knows? He's a philanthropist. Pristine and untouched.
See, prosecutors do have a lot of clout. I still think he's a special case.
No, that's
Such
just
a-
a guitar case.
Such a valuable guitar. It's too bad it got burnt. What was it that you were saying earlier? Something about intriguing results from an examination of a guitar? Oh, that's right. What was that all about?
Well, you know how guitars have a round hole in the front?
Yeah.
It's called the sound hole.
Ah, so that's what it's called.
Well, they found something attached to the wood inside the hole. A broken device of some sort.
A broken device?
Yes, This,
Wonder where
in
we've seen
fact-
that before.
The examiner is busy with evidence for the case now. However, so he will be checking this out once he's finished with everything else.
Oh, that device looks strangely familiar.
Yeah, it's
Time
like
to
Yeah,
resist the
it does.
another
trigger.
one.
Let's show him this. Has to be one of these. What is it, Apollo? That device that was found in your guitar? Take a look at this.
Like, that looks like the same thing. What is it?
It's an igniter. Another one? It was at the crime scene in Lamior's dressing room. Holes. That was also a Disney movie. Was it?
Yeah, there was a movie called Holes.
Yeah.
Oh my, wow. Detective Sky found it, actually.
At the scene of the crime. What could this mean, I wonder?
The same thing we already know. Somebody's planning this shit.
What the hell is this? What's that on the plate there? Is that gum? Gum? Maybe he was chewing it when when the phone rang. So he put it on the plate for later consumption.
That's weird.
You'd think a rock star could afford a fresh stick?
Don't jump to any conclusions now. That is no chewing gum. Take a closer look. Although I really shouldn't be offering, should I?
What is that? Looks like a lump of plastic. Wait, that phone call.
Yes, so that is why I'm asking. What is this creepy thing, object, whatever?
Looks like Prosecutor Gavin is on the phone.
What? A replica? So that was why he's after it in the first place. Yeah. The house.
Prosecutor Gavin, does this have something to do with Mr. Litthouse?
Wait a second. You were listening in on my phone call, weren't you?
Definitely not.
Who? Us?
Ever make you say
I tried to
that?
stop him, really, but he forced me to. Hey, you were the one who digging for a scandal, Miss Reporter.
To tell the truth, I'm not even sure what it is. But apparently it's a model of something undercover agent Mr. Litthouse was after.
This lump? Would you mind telling us what you do know about it?
This was found in Mr. Littouse's bag. It's apparently a replica of something.
A replica? It's a small lump about 1.5 inches long.
We analyzed it, but there's not much to say other than it's a lump of plastic. Perhaps it was to be used in the identification of whatever it is a replica of.
You mean whatever Mr. Litthouse was after?
That seems to be the most logical explanation.
Well, what is it?
Don't ask me, Fräulein.
Oh, well, if you don't want to tell us, you could just say so.
I've put in a request to Interpol via my contacts in Virginia. But apparently, there is a block on information somewhere along the chain.
Oh?
There's something either Interpol or Virginia doesn't want to share.
At least Godzilla decided to leave agency alone.
Something about this little piece of plastic.
Mr. Litthouse went through all that trouble to become Lamior's manager. Just to come to this country to find out more about this lump. And he died for it. What a way!
I sent someone to the Colosseum to fetch Lamior. Perhaps she knows something about it, being a Borginian. I believe that covers everything I'm at liberty to talk to you about.
Oh.
Thanks for dropping by, here, forehead.
Thanks.
Why, you gave me so much information. The igniter, for instance.
Oh, that.
I've never met an attorney so forthcoming with the prosecution. It's a big help. Or perhaps you're just a tad naive.
I guess I could have hit it, but somehow showing it felt like the right thing. I could say the same to you, Prosecutor Gavin.
Oh?
Thanks for the information about the strange lump of plastic. The one that Mr. Lataus was investigating. Hey, that's right.
I've been thinking, Hair Forehead. We encounter many incidents in our lives, all of us. Not all of them simple.
Especially not the ones where people are killing to song lyrics.
That is why I try to at least remain simple inside.
Oh, you get used to these cases, Dragon, don't you, Rory? It gets a bit wacky in the next game, though.
Duh.
And I keep a simple goal. To discover the truth. That is why I like to keep relations civil, yeah? That is all.
I can live with that. Yes, off the walls. I'm not joking. It's not just your typical killings. That like there's so much crazy shit that comes along with it. Mr. Prosecutor, I mean, there's one that you've missed when you didn't show up for the when we did the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney trilogy. A whole exorcist happened.
Yeah.
We did the whole exorcism in court. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, it
And
can
like
get
nobody
pretty
batted
crazy.
an eye about it, like it was just an average thing.
It looked like a final boss. The way it looked. Mr. Prosecutor,
Caroline,
can I ask why you sing in a band?
because I want women to turn and look at me when I walk down the street.
Well, that's pretty simple too.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got work to do. Another time, perhaps?
Guessing that's normal in that world. Not really. It's
Well, apparently,
Spirit-
exorcisms.
spirit mediums were they wasn't looked frowningly upon. But that was the whole Phoenix Wright games. We do still have some little spirit medium stuff going on still in this game, and all that. It's just not big now because it was more of the whole Maya, Mia, and everyone, the whole Faye family.
It was it was part of the main striving point throughout the whole Phoenix Wright trilogy.
Yeah, Phoenix.
It was the
Yeah,
case
1
where
through 3.
everything was adding up to. But it's still happening. Everybody's just like, yeah.
Wait, I think everything's on
that's fine.
autoplay right now.
Oh crap! I accidentally put the finger. Oh, it's you. You came at a good time. Oh, hello there, Emma. What's up? Either of you know where Lemior is? Well, I saw her in the backstage hallway a while ago. Yeah? Well, that's strange. What's strange? I can't find her anywhere. I was supposed to bring her to the prosecutor's office. Lemior's missing? It's hard to imagine her wandering off somewhere on her own. Being that she's blind and all. Yeah. Well, I hope you look for her. Great, thanks. Okay, now someone's run off. Great.
The blind chick has ran off.
Oh yeah, I just want to say this. The blue badger there, that's been redone because in the DS game, he looked brown. And he looked weird. So that one looks like it's all redone. This place is deserted. Wonder where Lamior went off to. I'm not too sure if in the mobile port they redid it. Probably.
It would make sense.
Yeah, that was the only HD version we got of Apollo Justice was on phone. Until now, anyway. I'm sure she's okay on her own. She seems resourceful. Oh, and then the 3DS one as well. Yes, I forgot about that one. Go on.
It was using the same HD assets that I used for the Apollo Justice game here.
Yes, you can play Phoenix Wright on phone. The whole games as well, even the 3D, even the Dual Destinies and Spirits of Justice, I believe as well.
Yeah, the original Phoenix Wright games are a trilogy on their own. Apollo Justice is its own game, and then Dual Destinies and the Spirits. I can't remember the full name of it, but some Spirits
of Justice. Spirits of Justice.
Spirits of Justice. There we go.
Yeah, but they're all separate. They're not in the collection.
Those three are all separate.
Yeah, the Phoenix Wright games 1 through 3 are all in the collection, I think. I'm sure she's okay on her own. She seems resourceful. I guess, but I can't help worry about her a little. Huh? The stage is pitch dark. The power breaker must be off in this section. Great. I'll go and get someone. Yipes, it was really dark out there. Dark? That's all Lamior has when you think about it. What'd it be like living in a world of darkness? Hey, Apollo? Huh? What? Doesn't something about the stage seem a bit different to you? Like, something's changed? Changed? I can't put my finger on it, but it's bugging me. Now it's bugging me too. What's she talking about?
Time to examine again.
What's changed?
Guitar case?
Oh, the case.
Oh, that?
I don't think that cloth was hanging out of it.
Hey, that case. Wasn't that open before? Huh, I guess someone closed it. Wait, look. Where the case closes. Something's sticking out. That doesn't look like an instrument. You don't think it's... Let's open it, Apollo. What the fuck? Let me all... Oh my god. Emma, we have to get Emma. What the fuck is she in there? Lamior was taken directly to the hospital, and I ran around barking orders, making phone calls. Trucy just clung to my arm and cried. And me? I was still in shock. 2 bodies in 2 days is too many. You see what I mean, Dragon? This is what I mean.
Welcome back to the Hickfield Clinic.
Oh, great. Emma, how's Lamior? Is she okay? Oh, you. We all owe you a big thanks. That's for sure. So she's okay? Yes, she came to a short while ago. We found her before it was too late. That's good to hear. So what happened? Someone attacked her. She was struck on the forehead. By who? Well, we don't know. But they hit her in the forehead, right? That's right in front of her. How could she not see? Oh. Right. Would you like to see her now? Is that alright? She wants to thank you for saving her life. We can... Lamior! Ah, Mr. Attorney, you were the one who found me? Well, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm just glad you're okay. Tell me, what happened?
I just like how my ADD is like, wait the fuck a minute.
It was
This
after...
basically caught your attention.
It was after
Yeah.
I spoke with you in front of the dressing room. I sensed someone
Then the
approaching
first
me.
thing I do is look at the background, so...
Yeah, I do prefer it when Timber pays attention.
Just because I'm quiet doesn't mean I'm not paying attention.
Oh yeah? But when something happens, you don't say a damn word.
Okay.
I thought it might be someone coming to see me, but they said nothing. But yeah, that drama princess won't have much a leg to stand on, mostly because of how different the story made is. Wow. When I went to return to my dressing room, you were here? I knew that very moment. I knew the assailant was trying to kill me. No. It was lucky for me the first blow did not knock me out. I turned and ran for the stage. Someone was chasing me. I could hear footsteps. Yeah, I reached the stage first. But why the stage? I overheard the maintenance people talking. The power to the stage area was off. They said for electrical work. Darkness is my ally. There was no contrabass case near the stage. That is where I hid. So the assailant couldn't see you? Once in the case, I'm afraid I passed out. Wow, that sounds like a really close call.
It's not like she couldn't breathe.
Do you have any idea who it might have been? Unfortunately, no. Whoever it was, they said not a word. Too bad. Yet when I considered that I was struck high on the forehead, I must conclude that whoever hit me was taller than I am. Oh, good point. She's sharp. And you're much taller than I am. You're about as tall as Apollo. Oh, so that means it's likely an adult and probably a man. Could it be him? But why would anyone attack you, Lemora? The detective asked me this too. Until I gave the same answer I gave you. Did not know. Strange.
To keep her quiet.
Lemora, I want to ask you this. Do you know what this is? This is what? Mr. Lathouse was carrying it. It's a replica of the thing he was after. He was after? You know, in his secret identity. As an undercover agent.
Yeah, it's a good idea, Patrice. You just go around and say that in the middle of a hospital with the general public around.
Well, it's not like anybody would really know.
So that's what he
but
was doing.
But either way, yeah, you shouldn't really be out in the open saying that casually.
You mean, you know what? You know what? Yes, I know, of course, this must be a Borginian cocoon. Or rather, a convincing replica thereof. Why haven't I heard of a Borginian cocoon before? Why would he be carrying this around? Was this some kind of souvenir? I wonder.
No, but it would make a lot more sense.
Well, they call it Borginian. It must only be found in Borginia. For certain, all in Borginia know of these. It's a cocoon, so do you get silk from it? I do not know the details, I'm sorry to say. I thought she said all in Borginia knew of these. There is one fact I do know about the cocoon, though. Something all in Borginia know. Oh, what's that? The cocoons, they are not to be taken out of the country. If someone does and is caught, he will be put to death.
Oh.
To death? Why? I do not know. Yet, if Interpol was involved, I'm sure there was a good reason. But this is just a piece of plastic. He was carrying a replica, but looking for the real deal. That's my best guess. So that's what he was up to? Tracking down a Borginia cocoon smuggling. Smuggling?
No, snuggling.
Apple! It seems I was marked. Marked? Life changed for me when with the popularity of my songs began to travel around the world. Ah, so you could have bought this Borginian cocoons with you. On my trips, yes. That was what probably a suspicion. And Mr. Lataus was placed as an undercover agent to look into it. Borginia is a small, sheltered country. Not many of our people venture into the world outside. Is that why they suspected you? But Mr. Lataus wasn't a Borginian, was he? He was an Interpol agent, which means... What, Apollo? There must have been some reason why Borginia doesn't want those cocoons getting out. Something scary enough to get Interpol involved. Huh? Like what? How could such a tiny ball of thread cause such a commotion? Cocoon smuggling. Mr. Lataus had Lamior marked. Couldn't be her. Huh? There's one other person I need to talk to. Thank you for talking to us, Lamior. It was the least I could do. Actually, I have another request. If it is within my power, I need an interpreter. Someone who speaks Borginian. Apollo? Would you come with us if you're well enough? I see. Yes, of course. I shall accompany you. Huh? Where are we going? Come on, Trucy. We're about to get to the bottom of this. Machi, we come to talk to you about the case. Machi? Can you interpret for us, Lamior? Yes. Machi, I'd like to talk to you about when we first met. Or when we still thought you were blind. Now we know the truth. You can see, right? I was completely fooled. I fooled myself. Machi, isn't there another secret you're hiding from us? Wait, Mr. Attorney? What do you mean by secret? What do I mean by secret? Well...
You can speak. Never mind. That thing.
If I'm not mistaken, you know something about this, don't you? Hey, you got a reaction! A big one! Actually, you didn't. Trucy and I are trained to see people's uncertainty. Not that we would have needed any training to see that one. Mr. Attorney, please tell me what this is all about. Lamior, please interpret. Very well. I know you know something about this by your own reaction. If you won't tell me, I might have to give it to the prosecution and have them look into it. He asked you to... Wait, do not be so hasty. Machi? Do you know everything? Yes, everything. Well, sort of. Have him tell us about it. Very well. What is this cocoon anyway? The cocoon, the silk, is a potent cure. A cure? It must cure some disease. Wait. You reckon he got it just to cure the blindness? It's a cure for...
It's...
Incuratus?
Incuratus.
A cure for Incuratus? Huh. But if it's a cure, why keep it in Borginia like that? Just think of all the lives it could save by sharing the medicine. I do not understand the reasons myself. Okay, well, at least we know what it is. A cure. And Mr. Lathouse was after cocoon smugglers? Wait, was Machi? Machi, you weren't. You couldn't be a smuggler. He's so little. Well, you're only 15 and you're sort of a magician, aren't you? Well, that's true. I'm sort of a magician. She said sort of. Oh, to have a copy of that secret. Oh, to have a copy of that security camera tape.
Security. Oh boy.
Well, Machi, are you a smuggler? He won't tell me. First he plays blind, now he plays dumb. I wonder. Do you think he brought a cocoon here to sell it to someone? Imagine really to bring one into the country. Was he planning to making a deal for its sale? Benjamin, I can't go home. Can't go home? I can't go home to Borginia. I do not want to go home. The penalty for taking cocoon from Borginia is death. Oh, that's right. It's punishable by death. About the case? What about the case? You want to tell us about Mr. Lathouse's death? This meeting's over. Who said that? Oh, God. Hi. Darianne? What do you mean? Visiting hours aren't over yet. There's a call for Machi from the Borginian embassy. This meeting's over. Sorry. Just give us 5 more minutes. We can call them back after that. Sorry, no go. Come on, piano boy, we're leaving. Darianne, wait! I never liked you. Either of you. Huh? What the fuck? Darn it, we were so close. He was about to tell us. Hey, Apollo. They didn't want us to hear what Machi had to say.
He's hiding more than he's
and
giving
there can
out.
only be reason why. Why is everyone ignoring me? Oh, sorry. This is it. I know who I'm after now. It all happens tomorrow in court.
Of course, now I get the crappy internet.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm annoyed because it was all going fine until now, and I'm kind of getting pissed.
Is everyone still with us? Seems Dragon.
It's my end.
Oh, is it?
Hmm.
I can see my Discord connection is just rocketing between green and red.
Fun.
What about
The
that?
dragon is still here.
What about that damn nubs?
The spooky, scary dragon is still here.
I know. I'm still wondering if that damn nubs is still here.
I think I'm gonna have to basically just stop myself, because if it's just gonna be doing this, I keep on getting interrupted by the disconnection.
The nubby is still here.
I'll have to leave you guys to do the rest of it for yourself this time.
Oh no, we're carrying on with this on Wednesday, I suppose.
It's just like, nope.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. I know we're ending it off 30 minutes early, but we got 2 trials, so we'll see you all for on Wednesday. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye for now. Oh, my mouse! No, come back to me.
Bye bye.
Take care, guys.